I am Arun. I am studying 7th standard. I am going to read Journey by Train Section 1. Section 1. Journey by Train. This extract is taken from the classic adventure novel Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. An Englishman, Mr. Phileas Fogg, along with his friends attend passport attempts to go round the world in 80 days on a wager of $20,000, roughly 1.6 million, to be set by his friends at the Reform Club. Read this extract where Phileas Fogg travels through some parts of India at a time when the railways were being built in the country. Some places are spelled differently as the book was written over a century ago. The train had started punctually. Among the passengers were a number of officers, government officials, and merchants. Passepartout rode in the same carriage with Mr. Fogg, and the third passengers occupied a seat opposite to them. This was Sir Francis Cromarty, one of the friends Mr. Fogg made on the ship Mongolia that brought him to Bombay. An hour after leaving Bombay, the train had passed the bridges and the island of Salsette and had got into the open country. During the night, the train left the mountains behind and passed Nasik, and the next day proceeded over the flat, well-cultivated country of the Khandesh with its straggling villages, above which rose the towers of temples. This fertile territory is watered by many small rivers and clear streams, mostly tributaries of the Godavari. Passepartout and waiting and looking out could not believe that he was actually crossing India in a railway train. The locomotive, guided by an English engineer and fed with coal, threw out its smoke upon cotton, coffee, nutmeg, clove, and pepper plantation, while the steam curled in spiral around groups of palm trees, in the midst of which were seen attractive bungalows, vigaras. At all past 12, the train stopped at Kurugambur. The travelers made a hasty breakfast and started off for Azargarh. Now they travelled along the banks of the small river Tepti, which empties into the Gulf of Cambrai near Surat. Then towards evening, the train entered the valleys of the Sudpur mountains, which separate the Khandesh from Bandalgand. It was 3 in the morning.
My name is Monisha. I am going to read Journey by Train Section 1. Journey by Train. This extract is taken from the classic adventure novel Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. An Englishman, Mr. Phileas Fogg, along with his friends, attempted passepartout attempts to go round the world in 80 days on a wager of $20,000, roughly 1.6 million, to be set by his friends at the Reform Club. Read this extract where Phileas Fogg travelled through some parts of India at a time when the railways were being built in the country. Some places are spelled differently as the book was written over a century ago. The train had started punctually. Among the passengers were a number of officers, government officials, and merchants. Passepartout rode in them some carriage with Mr. Fogg, and a third passenger occupied a seat opposite to them. This was Sir Francis Cromarty, one of the friends Mr. Fogg made on the ship Mongolia that brought him to Bombay. An hour after leaving Bombay, the train had passed the bridges and the island of Salsette and had got into the open country. During the night, the train left the mountains behind, passed Nasik, and the next day proceeded over the flat, well-cultivated country of the Gandesh with its straggling village, above which rose the towers of temples. This fertile territory is watered by many small rivers and clear streams, mostly tributaries of the Godavari. Passepartout, on walking and looking out, would not believe that he was actually crossing India in a railway train. The locomotive, guided by an English engineer and fed with coal, throughout its smoke upon cotton, coffee, nutmeg, clove, and pepper plantation, while the stream carried spirals around groups of palm trees, in the midst of which were seen attractive bungalows, viharas, sort of appointed monasteries, and marvelous temples decorated by the rich work of Indian architecture. Then they came upon vast areas extending to the horizon with jungles where snakes and tigers lived. These carriages filled at the noise of the train. Then they came to forest where elephant stood gazing with sad eyes at the train as it passed. At 12:30, the train stopped to Burhambur. The travelers made a hasty breakfast and started off for Asarghar. Now they travelled along the banks of the small river Tapti, which empties into the Gulf of Cambrai near Surat. Then towards evening, the train entered the valleys of the Sudpur mountains, which spread the Gandesh from Bandalgand. It was 3 in the morning.